we started out this first week, we asked, one of the first things was underline the author. Who is the author? It was Paul. Who is he writing to? The Philippians. Okay? So, we asked you to underline the author and all the pronouns. He, him, or here it's going to be me, myself, Paul, Timothy, and ask you to underline that in blue. Underline all the recipients and their pronouns in red. And then also put a purple cross by every reference of God, Jesus Christ, and all the pronouns of that. Now, you may be asking yourself, why do I have to underline all this stuff? Why do I have to color? Well, one, because it's fun. You get to color, and it's in the Bible. That's like two of the best things ever coming together. But here's what I can do right here. Looking at my Bible, I have all this underlined. I can flip through, and when it asks me, okay, what are his circumstances? Talking about Paul. What is his attitude? What does he do in regards to Christ? There are 4 chapters to go through now. Even though it's a small book of the Bible, that's a lot of content. I can flip through and say, talks about Paul here, 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 here. I don't have to read through the entire thing. So if in your homework, if you underlined, you realized very quickly how well this is, how much it helps to underline all this stuff, because it lets you recognize patterns. You see very easily, okay, well, this is where Paul's talking about Christ. This is where he's explaining who God is and the characteristics of Jesus Christ. And so very quickly, you start breaking down the chapter 10 times faster because you took just half a day of study to underline. So it's very important to underline. 9th through 12th grade, push this hard. This is going to be really good. Is it key to learning the Bible? No, it's not key at all. But it helps a lot. 6th through 8th grade, we'll talk about that. Probably going to do something a little different with y'all. So make sure that they're doing that. And that you're doing it, because it's going to help a lot. Even if you don't understand it right now, you will very quickly realize that. This is the foundation week. This is the hardest week. This is the longest week. I think total, we asked y'all to read Philippians 6 times this past week. Now, if you've done precepts before, you can read Philippians about twice and get all the homework done. But we ask you to do it in a very specific way, so that you would know Philippians more. If you read through Philippians 6 times, you're going to know it better than if you read it twice, even though you can get it done. So make sure that your kids are not taking shortcuts. We set it up very specifically, structured that way. That's how Precepts does it, and I agree with it 100%. So, before we go into this, we're going to ask y'all, please prepare. Please prepare for this. That's going to be huge. If you go into this blind, they're going to know you're not going to be able to get nearly as much out of it yourself. The kids aren't, and they're not going to learn as much. So if you go through this and you prepare, you take the time during the week, that's going to help. What I'm really hoping is, I hope that you're having quiet times consistently, but if you're not, this is phenomenal. I've used this for my quiet time for the past couple of weeks, just to kind of prepare for this. And Philippians is awesome. We all know Paul's a baller. So let's figure out a little bit about Paul right now. Something that's great, when you're filling out these charts, it's set it on there. Please put the reference. So, who is Paul? Who's the author? Where does it say that? Chapter 1, verse 1. Paul's the author. Okay, let's go through and let's answer these questions. And these are on your sheets, but I'll say them out since my handwriting's small. Who's the author? Where is he? What are his circumstances? What is his attitude? And what does he do in regards to Christ? So let's go through. The next reference is, where is he? He's in prison. Where does it say that?